Hello, everybody, and welcome to Gemma's Window. Here we are, and we are going to be looking at Power Year number 7. And if you are a Power Year number 7, my friends, that means you're in the month of 9. Now, just a reminder, sevens, if you're not sure of if you're listening to the right Power Year number or how to calculate your Power Year number, just look in the information box below because the calculations are there. And remember, sevens, you only have to calculate your Power Year number once for the year of 2019. Every month your number changes for your monthly number, and that's where I come in. And that's what we're doing right now. We're doing your monthly reading of 9. A review on what those numbers mean. When you're in a year of sevens, it's about quiet, you being quiet. It's about focus. Focusing on what you want to be when you grow up, focusing on, am I following my life's purpose, focusing on where is my faith and what do I really believe in. Now, it may not come in that kind of a message. It may be that something takes place and then you're asking the question of, what do I really believe? Do I really believe there's life after death? Do I really believe that things are working out because there's a grand plan for my life on this, place of earth? And it's a time to really take a deep breath inward and try not to, you don't have to. You can take a break from, solving other people's problems or putting your 2 cents in kind of thing. Now, this month of 9 is about endings. And endings can be in anything. It can be the ending of a crappy time. It can be the ending of a belief system. It can be the ending of someone's life. If you know someone's been ill for a while and maybe they're much older or something like that. But for the most part, I don't tell my clients, don't dwell on that. There's an ending of a million trillion things that can be going on. Now, in your month of November 2019 sevens, you have 3 power numbers. And they are the 9th, the 18th, and the 27th. So those days are always going to give you extra power towards whatever your heart desires in this month of 7. So again, I just messed up in this month of 9. So use them to your advantage. Now, I have some special days here written down for you. You might want to jot down, or you can always come back and refer to this. I have special days for job and finance in the month of November for you. Okay? Those days are going to be the 4th, the 8th, the 13th, the 17th, the 22nd, and the 26th. Now, days for love will be November 6th, November 15th, November 24th. And days for changes, big changes. And it may not even be a big change. Maybe you just decide, today's the day I do my hair differently. Will be November 5th, November 14th, and November 23rd. Now, if you'll excuse me for 1 second, apparently... There we go. I didn't turn the sound off on my phone, and I don't want to be disturbed with texts and emails and all that kind of thing. Okay, 7. So, with all of this in mind, let's put these important numbers away now that I know I went over them with you, and let's get to these cards. Let's start with looking at business, then we're going to go to love or relationship, and then we're going to go and then we're going to answer any question at all that you have on your mind. So let's look at those of you who are presently working. You presently have a job. Let's take a look at how that job is going and if we can expect, ooh, that's a nice card, any kind of changes. so far we have that you may be beginning some kind of a project. Something new might be coming. It might be a promotion. And may I throw out there, sevens, you're in a month of 9, a month of endings. You might say enough is enough and be looking for another job or career. The card that prefaces this, that's just happening now, or happens before you make this decision, is a feeling of slowness, a feeling of spinning your wheels. It's that you're working and you seem to be running, and then you look around you and nothing's changed. And that feeling may get to you or have been going on too long, and then suddenly, voila, a miracle happens, and there are changes within the workplace, or you make those changes within the workplace. You're in that year of 7, so that slowness and that thickness of energy and feeling and time makes sense. That would be a year of 7. It's where all I want is this, all I want is this, all I want is this. Why isn't it happening? That could possibly be a year of 7, but look, in this year of endings, that's all going to change and make a move forward. Now, whatever decision or changes do come about at the workplace, or that you initiate, is really going to cause a flutter and a turn of heads. There are mixed signals coming back to you about your decision. And that can be across the board. That can be with any relationship at all. Mixed signals start coming back to you. Now, I want to suggest to you that these mixed signals could also come as signs from the universe, where you start second guessing yourself, like, oh my God. Okay, let me see. You had this big change on Monday, and on Tuesday you get a flat tire. And you say, is this a sign? It is. Just expect it. It's just the universe unraveling and shifting, and things that were predestined to happen anyway before you made this change. So the signs, don't write it all off as all good. And, well, you can do whatever you want. I don't want to phrase it like that. The universe suggests to you that you don't have to take every sign as a heavy-duty meaning of your decision. You don't have to do that. There are some things that were just meant to happen, going to happen naturally anyway, and they continue with their schedule. And you have focused and you have given it the time this year to say, who do I really want to be and what do I really want? That's what counts. That's your sign. Okay, and you're in a month for that. That's your sign. Let's pick up these cards now, and let's shuffle again from this particular deck about those of you who are looking for work. And these cards may stretch into those of you who are looking for change or looking for another job while you have a job. If it fits, use it. So we're shuffling right now, and we're looking at our Power Year 7s who are looking for work in this month of November. And everything that I am saying is about the month of November. Now, there's free will in the world, and I always say to my clients, it sounds like a cop-out, right? It sounds like a cop-out when I say, well, there's free will, and it may not happen at this time because somebody somewhere changes a ripple in the pond. They change their mind. They decide, I'm not going out today. I have a stomach ache and I'm staying home. Boom, 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 boom. The ripple changes in the pond, and so maybe things take a little longer to get to. That's not actually a cop-out. That's a law of physics, and that's the way it goes. And that's what makes us different from animals, that God gave us freedom of choice. So we're coming over here to look for those of you who are looking for a position, and I feel like Good news and changes are upon you, and then the brakes somehow hit because there are things, sevens, that you have to work through to make this job happen. And I want to suggest to you to listen very closely to the job, what the job entails that you're either reaching out to get or are going to be offered in this month of November, because I think there are the devil is in the details, and you must look very, very closely to what the contract says, or wait a minute, they said my territory was only going to be this kind of thing. So you're all excited and you're ready for this change, and then boom, 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 the job offer may come in November, or you may get a second or third interview in November. You know how many interviews it takes these days, right, to get a position. And suddenly you learn you can't work from home. So the message for you, sevens, in this month of endings is to nip that in the bud right away, to find out as much as you can and nip it in the bud if it isn't right for you, or come right out and ask and say, my understanding was. Sevens are meant to be quiet, I know, and take a big inhale and listen. But these cards are saying that you are listening, but if you don't give the correct information back at the appropriate time, it could mess things up for this future job that you're looking for. Okay, sevens, moving on. Let's get another deck. Let's look at romance for you, sevens, okay? So you're in this month of endings, and let's see what it has to say about those of you, sevens, who are in a relationship this year. You're in a relationship. We want to take a look at what advice the universe wants to give you. Ooh, that's a nice card. Okay. Oh my God. You got the Magician again, sevens. This is a different deck, too. Wow. Okay, wow. This is really cool. All right, let's take a look. You're in a relationship. And I have the Wheel of Fortune card. So we're looking at what's the outcome. We're looking at what's the outcome. And the Wheel of Fortune card is really about good luck. And it's about the universe being behind you and wanting things to work. And things might surprisingly go your way in a relationship. You may have made an offer of some kind or put an idea out there. The Magician card, which you got again, sevens, and it's in the recent past position, is about, it can also be about relocation. Whereas you say to your partner, well, I want to change jobs, or I want to relocate homes, or I want to just do some redecoration. I want to make some changes, or I want to begin looking for a person to help us with ... Or I want you to do this, or I want you to do that to your loved one. And the Wheel of Fortune is behind you, because if it's meant to be, the Wheel of Fortune's going to make sure it happens. So what I have coming into your near future in regards to this issue are many offers coming your way, up to 3 offers, up to 3 situations, up to 3 opportunities or suggestions, and it happens boom, boom, boom. These are 2 major arcana cards, which means it's happening in November. The wheels are going into motion for these changes that you would like with your loved one. So yes, something may be ending, that you accept one of these new issues, like the house you're living in. It may be an ending of living in that house or living in that town, or an ending of an argument and it finally goes your way, or a debate. Keep that in mind, sevens. It looks very nice for you. Now, for those of you who are looking for love and you are a 7, again, a good news and change card. And this is a different deck. Okay. So I have a place where you're coming, sevens. There's a lot of emotion in rocking your ocean here, I see, in this month of November 2019. And you've got good news and changes coming your way, but I feel like you may have been either dragging your feet about something or finally said enough is enough about a particular situation because you are in this month of endings, but you feel bad. You feel bad about it. Something that you may have put the kibosh on. You feel bad about it. But other options and opportunities are going to be coming your way in this field of dating or getting back together with someone. I feel like you do move on to some kind of, you ask for help in this situation. You might ask for counseling, because it is the counseling card, or mentor card. You might go to a mentor and say, I need help in this area. What am I going to do? What do you think about a mentor being somebody to help you with your hair, change of a look, change of a venue that you put your information out there on, a more formal dating service, a better dating service? There are changes, sevens for you in this month of November. Usually when I do a year of seven reading, it's a quieter time, and it's not for you. It's not for you in this particular month. You're nearing towards your year of 8, which is in 2020. You're getting closer to it, and that's a year of victory. Victories and a possible potential for good finances if you've really done a good job and been honest in how you handle your life and your money and your dealings. And you are on the verge of that. So this is a little bit more of an exciting read, cutting edge for our sevens out there. So do think about understanding that sometimes things have to change, and sometimes you're going to be the bad guy, you feel, in implementing them. But by goodness, by golly, you're going to go out and find the right help or get the right advice, follow through, and let's see what happens in that month of December for you. It looks good to me. It looks good to me. With that nice changes and fun coming into the picture, that might just mean that you meet someone and you have to end something else or someone else and you feel bad, or something. So I'll leave it at that. How about that, sevens, so I don't confuse the issue more. Now think of a question, sevens, anything at all you want. Anything you want. You can ask about business again. You can ask about love again. You can ask about any question that you have. Now, the card that just fell out, I'm still going to pick my cards, but the card that just fell out is the victory or promotion card. So with that in mind, oh, I just pulled 2 by mistake, so we're going to keep those there. That means we need them. Okay, sevens. Okay, sevens. Any question that you have? So there seems to be a theme for you in this month of November, sevens, and that's about having choices. Having choices. And that it can be, if it's within lovers, and say that someone's left you, someone's ended a relationship with you or prior to this month or this month. They may come back when you've already met somebody else that you're interested in. Ooh la la. So there are yet more choices coming into being. It shows you in a place of whatever this thing is, your question, of maybe not feeling so confident about it. But the card wants to reassure you to gather up your strength. Now, the 2 cards that I picked 2 by mistake instead of 1, and it makes sense. They want you to gather up your strength, whatever issue this is, face it. There are a multitude of small problems that have to be dealt with, or you are dealing with. And you need to be the one that moves it. You need to be the one. You don't have to wait for somebody else to come to you to talk about maybe the major issue or a couple of issues. This card is you, the questioner, actually approaching who can help you and solve these issues. And then coming into play is my Lover's card. That's what's coming into play. So if this is a card about love, then the Lover's card is about, it could be about a love triangle. It could be about choosing between this person or that person, or this situation or that situation in a love situation, not to be redundant. Or if it is another situation, it looks to me like by challenging these various questions that you have, you're going to create more room and more choices for yourself as to how to move forward. So even if you were asking about a health situation and you didn't want to face that music and you didn't want to look at all the treatments or options because you just don't want to face it, if you do, and you can take it on little by little, and go to somebody who really can answer your questions for you, and even if that's more than one person, you will end up with more choices and you will feel a sense of relief about that. And in this month of endings, perhaps this can all wrap up for you in this month of November. Oh my goodness, Sevens, thank you so much for joining Gemma's Window. If you would like to subscribe and you haven't already, please do. I'd love to have you. Any information you'd like to know about me or private readings, just hop onto my website at gemmaswindow@gmail.com. And let's see, we'll see you next month, right? Next month for your month of December reading, which is Power Month number 8. Thanks, Sevens. That's all for now. Bye.